Welcome back to Wrench and Rip, guys. I got my assembly Crocs on today. It is an exciting day. Why is it exciting, Josh? Let the folks know.
It's exciting because I have my filming Crocs on.
You want to show them the cart.
With the finished stencil.
You may notice a little something different about it. We did the stencil work on it. Just the other night, we stenciled the original Yerf Dog serial number, 39681-Y for Yerf Dog. Obviously, you know, USA. We have the Invasion star over there. That was used on the beaches of Normandy, that star. They happened to be running it then. At least that's what the internet said. Maybe that's true, maybe it's not. If you know, let me know. And then we got a star on each of the side, like, number plates too. Just really kind of completes the Willys look. If you weren't sure that it was a Willys cart before, I mean, you gotta be now. Showing the parts we got. We got RK chain. I love this stuff. I've had really good luck with them in the past.
Sponsor us, RK.
Yeah. Yeah, they also make Excel rims if you're a dirt bike guy. Pretty good company, and it was like 16 bucks for this. It's pretty cheap. And another thing that I always run, I ran through I think 3 of these on the old mini bike in its life. Max Torque clutch. I've always run these. They're made in the USA.
Get that new Predator smell.
It looks good. It's a fresh unit. Alright, let's go for rip. It's done.
Send it.
Oh, nothing like a fresh clutch, you know? Nothing like fresh everything. Look at that. It's a beefy dog right there.
Yes.
Beautiful. That's a beef chain. Let's see. Moment of truth. Oh, baby. That's right.
Yes, sir.
Alright, so we're living the non-chain tool life, so we're doing the grinding method to cut this chain. So I just ground the mushroom end of the link we're cutting off. Grab my little like punch thing, hammer, and sometimes it takes a few tries, but you know, you just guess where the middle is.
There it goes.
There's the pin.
Somewhere down yonder.
There's our cut chain. So we got our master link clipped. We just have to slide the motor up a little, tighten it down. I'm gonna put it up on jack stand so I can spin the chain and make sure it's like lined up right. You don't want it like chunking, you know.
Chain's good. Engine's mounted. Oil's ready. Ryan's ready.
I am very ready. Full synthetic. We're going racing. All right, guys.
First pull. Let's see what
Check's
happens.
on, fuel's on. Kill's on. Oh, I had it on full throttle. Been doing a lot of wrenching, a lot of grinding, not a lot of ripping. The balance is off. So I will see you guys probably tomorrow to finish this thing up. Next day here, guys. We're gonna keep working on this thing, doing the final touches. First thing to do is we're putting some of this skateboard grip tape. Got this for like $6 off eBay. Made in USA though, nice stuff. And we're gonna put it right here, right where your feet go. Got her stuck on there. I gave it a little bit of an angle cut. I think it looks kind of cool. But pretty even, pretty straight. I feel like I did an okay job there. And I rounded the corners, you know, make them look all pro. Next up, we're gonna do some wiring stuff. Kill switch. And we're gonna get rid of the low oil sensor. Super simple. Unplug black and yellow, plug into black for the kill switch. I'm gonna do that now. I'll show you guys when it's all done. Well, it's all wired up. It works. I have everything tied up. It's above this rail but below the seat, so a nice safe spot. You can't really see it much from there, especially when we put the seat on. I also took all the safety stickers off of the motor. Looks way better. Obviously you don't need all those. Next little thing I want to do, this little screen, she's got to go. It's like 3 layers. I don't know if you can see that. Definitely robbing some horsepower. We don't need that. Ugh. Oh my god. Talk about a restriction. That's horrible. I bet we just picked up an extra half a horse, guys. And that doesn't even look that bad. So I'll leave that. And this thing is going bye-bye. Alright, it's all back on. Looking proper. Make sure you put these inside screws back too, because they actually go right through into, like, you know, the chambers that are in the muffler. So you'll get a weird little exhaust leak out of those holes if you don't put all the screws back in. So I got them all in. I got them all red Loctited. So hopefully they'll stay in there good. And let's move on to the brake. And just like that, we got brakes, guys. All new cotter pins, courtesy of Harbor Freight. And it looks real good. Everything shines. Looks fresh. It's starting to really look like a go-kart. So I'm running late for Vinny's baseball game. I'm gonna head out of here. I'll catch you guys tomorrow for the last thing, the throttle. Well, another day working on the go-kart. Today is throttle day. That is the last thing that we have to do before this thing is ready to rip. We have our brakes, steering, everything is done. We're just gonna hook up the throttle pedal, the linkage, and then I'm gonna show you guys also how to bypass your governor without going internal. Okay, linkage, pedals all on. So we are in underneath the air cleaner here, and I've actually never done this on a Hemi Predator, so this is a little bit different. This top plate is one of the things that's different on the Hemi versus the non-Hemi. But I actually noticed we have another cable boss here. This is probably the one we're going to use for this bypass. It'll actually be easier than using this one. So the next step is basically to strip all the parts we aren't going to use off of this thing. Those parts being this whole throttle arm, this spring, this bolt. You can even pound the stud out if you want. I'll probably do that because it looks a little cleaner without it. This screw here, this cable boss, this screw, a whole bunch of stuff. And we're also going to pull off this spring here. You can see it in there. Oh, it's hard to see, but see the little coil? This bigger, fatter one. And we're going to use that to help spring the throttle back as well. So let's strip this thing down and get it to just the parts we need and nothing else. Okay, we got her all stripped down. All the parts we don't need are gone. I also popped that little stud out of there, make that look a little nicer. And I also have the spring, that big spring I was talking about. So next, I think what we should do is thread the cable through there and kind of start mocking up our housing and seeing what kind of bend we can get, because we got to go from here, kind of loop down and go into there. So let's get that all mocked up. I'll kind of update you guys along the way. Alright guys, this is looking super good. We got a nice smooth curve on this, right down to our thing, and obviously all this excess will be trimmed. But that looks good. We also got our cable threaded through. I don't know if you can see that. You can see where it goes through. So that governor arm there, you can see just there, has a bunch of holes in it. So I just used the furthest out hole, furthest exterior hole. I don't think they'll make much of a difference. They're all so close together. And I have that threaded through, so I have my end of my cable here, which you can see I kind of bent into a 90. You'll see why that is once I pull it all the way through. But I'm going to pull the cable the rest of the way through, and then I think before I do anything else, I'm gonna show you guys how to hook up the spring to make sure the throttle's gonna spring back the right direction. So let me pull this cable the rest of the way through, and then we'll set that spring up on there. Alright guys, spring is attached. You can see I just went right to the side cover bolt there. You can just bend that around, trim it, to make it work. But you can see it has a little space in between the coils, and it doesn't stretch too far. And now our throttle springs back to 0, which is real good. It's super springy. It's really nice. It should work well. Even if the cable's a little gunked up, it should still spring back. I also removed this real fine spring. This kind of sits around here, and it was making it spring to full throttle. So I'm sure there's some reason with the stock linkage or with the governor and all that stuff for that, but obviously in this case we don't need it. Looks cleaner with just the one, linkage there. So that's gone. Now I'm pretty much just gonna put the cable ends on, trim the cable or the housing rather, and run my cable all the way through, connect it to here. So let me just trim, put my ends on, and we'll take a look at how it all works when it's all done. Super easy though. Basically just connect it right to the governor arm, so it won't shut our throttle down. It'll just keep giving her all the air and fuel that we want. So perfect. Let me finish up. See you guys in a minute. Just like that, guys, this project is wrapped up. We have throttle all hooked up. Pedals throw about the same amount. Kill switch, I even threw the seat on. It's the first time you guys have really seen it with the seat. Oh, it looks so sweet. Lighting's kind of bad, but... Alright, now enjoy these dramatic clips of the go-kart. And the short clip of riding, but our first real rip with this thing is going to be another video. It has to be. So, enjoy this little finale, guys. Till next time, keep wrenching, keep ripping. We'll see you guys next time.